So I wanted to go over something that I thought was pretty cool. So it's called Rotating Amateur Yearly Number Equipment, or R.A.Y.N., which is easier to say or think about. So basically, let's use this example. So this is kind of like what the code would be. I'll explain what they mean in a second, but so that somehow spells out hello world. So you can see, okay, so this is based in December 1964. So if we go over here and look at a calendar from December 1964, so the rules of this code is that Monday will always equal A. So depending on which Monday, the first Monday that is in December of 1964 in this case, would be Monday the 7th. So that would be where A would be. So according to this rule over here, so to get the year, you do 19 together, which equals 10. So 9 plus 1 equals 10. And then 64 is the better half of the year. So that's that. 7 is the first day that Monday lands on. And then from there, 0. So 0 means there's no skips in between each week. So you just go straight across the board, okay? And then obviously you figure out which H would be the 14th, and then you go through, and then when you want to do a second word, you can do like the same code, or you could do like a different code, and then you'd have to use these first 4 sequences to create a new way to do it. So this is for this, and then a different example I have is for February of 2004. And that would be, let me see, that would be this one. Oh. Okay, so now looking at this one. So, sorry, there's not a lot of room here. So, 2004, so 20 added together would be 2. And then 04 is the year 2004. And then 2 would be the second day. So Monday the 2nd would be A. And then you go forward and go through. It's basically the same thing as the December one, just a different year and a different month. And there's no real good way to discern the month the way that I've put that in. That's just kind of to make it not insanely obvious. Okay. And now, so we're going to change up where that 0 becomes a 1. Give me a second. So then let's look at this different February one. So you can kind of see that I used green. Maybe it's not as obvious on camera, but so basically you do the same thing. So the 2, the 0, and the 4, and then the 2, they're all the same. They're standard. But then instead of there being 0 line skips, there's 1 line skip. So you start, of course, doing A is the 2nd, and then you go through, and then you skip this week. So that's where line skip 1 comes in. You skip this week, you go down to the 3rd week, and then here. And because this happened to be in 2004, which is also a fun year because it's a leap year, you have the 29th, right? So then that is the last line skip, and then you go back to the 8th, which is O. So that's halfway in between the alphabet. And then you just go through, and that's why this one looks different from this other February one. So it's 9 for H in the 0 line skips and 16 for H in the 1 line skips. And that's just kind of a cool cipher that I thought about. So yeah.